Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and felt like time slowed down? Like the universe had been pulling you toward this one moment, this one person? It might feel like magic, like fate, but what if I told you that it's neither? And yet, it is something just as powerful. Because when someone falls in love with you, deeply, irrationally, intensely, it's not just because of your smile, your voice, or your kindness. It's something older, something deeper. Carl Jung, the great explorer of the unconscious, believed that love isn't an accident. It's a psychological event, a meeting not just of two people, but of two inner worlds. And in this video, we're going to unravel why someone is drawn to you with such intensity, why love feels spiritual, transformative, sometimes even destructive, and why it's never just about you. We like to believe love is spontaneous, a spark, a look, a chance encounter. But the truth, every person you've ever been drawn to was already living inside you. Not them, but what they represent. When someone falls in love with you, they're not just meeting a person, they're meeting a symbol. You carry something their psyche is reaching for, not consciously, but deeply, unconsciously. And Jung called this projection. Each of us walks around with hidden parts, desires we've denied, emotions we've buried, selves we've forgotten. And when we encounter someone who reflects one of those hidden pieces, we are magnetically attracted to them. But not because they're perfect, because they embody something we have lost. He has held the key to a locked door within us, and when they're around, it stirs. A version of ourselves we have not yet met, but cannot wait to. Think of the quiet person, reserved, careful, self-contained. One day, they meet someone vibrant, wild, emotionally fearless. They fall hard. Why? Because that wildness was once their own. Or maybe it never was, but they long for it. They don't just want that person, they want to become what that person represents. The first reason someone falls in love with you is because you embody something missing within them. You might be nurturing, and they've never felt safe. You might be strong, and they've always felt powerless. You might be mysterious, and they've been craving depth. You're not the answer to their sadness, but just being there makes them feel like things could get better. That's why the attraction is so intense, but also why it can be dangerous. Because if they don't realize they're projecting, they won't love you. They'll love the part of themselves they see in you. And the moment you stop fitting the image, the love may crumble. But Jung didn't stop at projection. He spoke of ancient inner patterns we all carry, the Anima and Animus. Every man carries an inner feminine, every woman an inner masculine. These aren't stereotypes, they're psychological blueprints formed by culture, childhood, myth, emotion. We carry them unknowingly until someone shows up in our life who activates that image. The second reason someone falls for you is because you unconsciously match their inner archetype. It might not be your appearance, it might not be your personality. It's something more symbolic. You become the embodiment of a fantasy, a soul figure, the ideal other, and it can feel like fate, because their unconscious has been waiting for someone like you, not for who you are, but for who they need you to be. But here's the danger. When someone loves you as a projection, they're not really seeing you. They're seeing a part of themselves, either their gentle side or their brave side. It's like remembering a piece of who they used to be or a story that's not finished yet. You become a character in a script they wrote long before you entered the picture. And the moment your human flaws appear, the illusion shatters. What felt divine now feels confusing. What felt perfect now feels complicated. That's the danger of archetypal love. It's not fake, but it's not yet real. Still, Jung didn't say this was wrong. In fact, he believed projection is necessary. It's how we grow, how we meet our hidden parts, how we begin the journey back to ourselves. Falling in love is a mirror, and every person we love shows us something we need to see. Some show us potential, others show us wounds. Some ignite our joy, others awaken our fear. but all of them are messengers. Jung had a word for these encounters: synchronicity. Meaningful events that seem like coincidences, but aren't. When someone enters your life at just the right moment, when the connection feels charged, electric, impossible to explain, it may not be random. Your unconscious was ready. Theirs was too. And love became the stage for evolution. So what makes people fall in love with you? Because you are a mirror. You hold something they lost, or something they didn't even know they were missing. You stir a piece of them that is not yet awake, but ever so slightly. And the same is true for you. Everyone you ever loved was trying to tell you about you. But if you don't recognize these patterns, you risk chasing illusions, falling for the same kind of person, ending up in the same heartbreak, blaming luck or timing or others, when in truth, your unconscious is trying to teach you. Awareness is the only way out. When you understand your projections, when you see your patterns, when you meet your inner archetypes face to face, something changes. You stop searching for someone to complete you. You start completing yourself, and from that place, love becomes something new, not a need, not a fantasy, but a gift, a meeting of two whole people, not to fill each other, but to amplify one another. The real love does not ask you to be anything other than yourself. It doesn't build illusions. It sees you, truly, not as a symbol, not as a savior, but as you. And that's the most we could ever hope for. So the next time you experience that irresistible pull towards someone, or they toward you, pause and ask yourself, what are we waking up that's a piece of the soul? And that's because love isn't meant to complete you. It's here to awaken you.